Yo, guys, what's going on? And today is episode 2 of Nygreedy and KJMccoy's Sports Talk.
Let's
What's
go,
going on?
KJ. How you doing today?
Pretty good, man. Pretty good. We got a special guest with us right now, E on the mic. If you don't follow this guy on TikTok, he is one of the most popular Miami sports fans. He lives and dies Miami sports. E, how you doing, man?
What's going on, KJ? What's going on, Austin? How you doing, man? I'm glad to be on here.
It's a pleasure having you.
Second episode, I believe, KJ. Second episode for you guys, man. What better way than E on the mic showing up on here? What's going on?
That's right. We're honored to have you, man. We're honored to have you. Yeah, we're just gonna go for about an hour and just kind of ask E some questions, and we might get some people on. So if you guys are interested to actually come on and talk to E, and I guess me and Austin, but mostly to ask E questions because that's what this mostly is about. But let Charles know. Charles is the going to be he's one of the moderators in here, and he will approve it, and he will bring it down to me and Austin. We'll just approve it. So we'll see.
Yeah, I don't see him in here right now, but if you're here, Charles, just write like hello or something so we know you're here.
Right. So, all right, let's get into it. I'm going to ask the first question, but so when did this whole TikTok sports content creating start for you?
Wow. We gotta look all the way back into late 2019, really, when I first introduced like my podcast, where I finally got the idea of doing a podcast a long time ago when I was looking at Gary Vee on Instagram a lot, and it was talking about something you love enjoying to talk about, and everybody in real life that I know, they know I like talking about sports nonstop. I could talk about all day, every day, and I was like, you know what? I gotta make a podcast out of this. I even had a friend of mine that we used to be called Ethan and Mike originally, actually, instead of E on the mic that it is now. We used to originally call Ethan and Mike when there was a 2 podcast group there, which that ran from 2019 all the way to late 2020, actually, when I first started. And the content I was putting out at that time was just kind of basic highlights, kind of like what you see most of the creators that are like underrated, where you create highlights there and make some edits here and there, That's kind of what I started out first. And when I started getting more comfortable getting myself out there, it took me baby steps, because I was a guy that was very shy to even interact with camera like this. Like if I was talking right now, if you're talking about like I passed like 2 years ago, I'll be like nervous, like I don't know what I'm saying and stuff like that. That's how much progress I've gotten through this as well, And it took me a while, and then just kind of figure out what's out there, what I can do, what can I make this piece of content to go into the sports TikTok. And I started blossoming last year, which I'm truly blessed with, which I did not expect this to go where it is at today, because it was started out as a podcast, a podcast, Miami, talking about Miami sports, the NFL, NBA is where I love talking about the most about. And let's not forget about your 76ers and the Heat beat the 76ers. Just want to throw it out there. I know that Charles Barkley jersey on there.
he had.
I just want to rub it in a little bit on you, KJ.
Oh God, we'll get you guys back.
He had to say that, didn't he, KJ?
Listen, that was just coming. I just saw the Charles Barkley jersry on. I just had to say it. So, but just going back into it a bit, but. It was a progress, it takes a long progress there, just from not knowing anything in 2019. I didn't even thought I was going on TikTok. I thought TikTok was the dumbest thing, when I first heard about it. I was like, listen, you will never see me make content on here, I promise you. Now you see me make content every day, either from 4 to 6 times a day. Exactly. Just cranking it going, and it's been a blessing, and my mind is a lot of creativity that goes in my mind, just kind of figure out, okay, what can I do next, just find the next piece of content to work with,
Yeah.
and the interaction with people. That's what I really love at the end of the day, the fans are the true key to any success as well, when you interact with fans as well, it's like a family, just interacting with them, asking, how was your day, because you never know what they're going through as well.
Exactly.
You might be having a great day, but they might be having the most horrible day in their life. You just trying to bring them up. That's just the person that I am. And just the interaction, just going through success with them as well. Because if it wasn't for them, I would not be here as of right now. I would not be
Exactly.
where I'm at currently right now.
And yeah, man, it's really an honor to have you on here. My question for you: what or who motivated you to start your TikTok, Instagram, and all this, all your social?
I'll like I said earlier, I did mention Gary V. I think
Oh,
that's
Gary
was
Vee.
the main key there. And it was just only me because like I had some doubters. I had some doubters like, hey, I don't know if this is gonna go somewhere. I had some believers, that actually believe in my craft. Of course, it kind of looked sloppy in the beginning. Didn't I had 1 full year with only about good 500 followers.
Mm-hmm.
By the time I even got to 1K, it was about late 2020, and that was barely just getting there. That's when I finally got access to live and stuff like that. Let's say on TikTok, which it was
Awesome.
brutal,
That's awesome.
and just kind of learning through the woods. You don't know what you're doing. I didn't start out with my face because I was one of those people that you never see me on camera at all.
That's why you don't see me yet until it's a
like
it's a
like
process.
I actually started my podcast with all audio. By the time I actually started putting my face out on like camera was in that June of 2020. If
Really?
you look back on my YouTube, if you look back on my old YouTube videos, you will see it there where I start showing it out more. You'll see it's an episode with one of my guys, Morris, aka the Slow Ground. Shout outs to him there. That's actually how I started doing the camera thing. You'll see it. And it has progressed from there to now. And
Right.
it's been once again it's been a blessing.
That's awesome to hear.
Yeah, I can totally relate with what you're saying. For me, actually, it was kind of the opposite. I mean, when COVID kind of happened, it kind of made me more nervous, and I wasn't even a
Mhm.
nervous guy, but now I'm still like, it's just like the whole shock of COVID just made me just nervous in general. But I'm getting back my confidence, but I totally know what you mean by like feeling nervous because it's like the total opposite for me now. So
Yeah, I understand it. I remember that time where everyone was jumping all in. Everyone thought I was just caught part of the COVID. I was like, listen, I joined late in 2019. I didn't join in March 2020. Just sat down.
right,
And but it was part of the progress there. I met a lot of people there. For example, NFL Mike, for example, you may know him there. I remember
NFL
him,
Mike.
Mike on the mic. What his old name was. From his progression from there to now, for example, there's a lot of people that grew on TikTok
right.
as well that I know, which shout outs to him there. And no one knows the origins of the E on the mic actually, which the origins of that one, it was actually coming up with a new nickname, especially like I said earlier about Ethan and Mike. Because we kind of had we had a fallout
Mm-hmm.
with Ethan and Mike because communication wasn't there as much. So I had to come up with a name. I did. I hate this one, but I did look at Mike on the Mics one. And I was thinking, I talk on the mic a lot,
Right.
and when I mentioned Morris, he nicknamed my name E. So I was like, I never had a nickname in my life. So what better way to go E on the mic? You know,
Right.
I think that was the most simplest way there. I mean, it could be that or E the man, but E on the mic sounds much better than E the
Yeah.
man. So and that's where you see this lovely art piece back here.
Yeah, I was gonna get into that question. I mean, if you want,
Go
how was
ahead,
that?
go ahead.
So, did you make that, or someone made that for
This
you?
this was actually a gift from my family 2 Christmases
Oh,
ago.
oh, wow.
So my
Okay.
sister actually came up with the idea with these this sign right here, Elon Mike, and actually Theo actually created all this right here. So
Wow.
all the coloring, the city background,
It's
Dang.
a
and
Miami
everything.
Vice color. Yeah,
It's the
yeah.
That's
Miami Vice
awesome.
colors. It goes right to my theme right there. And I told him, man, he could have been an architect, man, if he wanted to be. He wanted
That's
to be.
crazy.
So he's
That's
great at doing
awesome.
this
I
stuff.
like that. That's a cool
It
back.
looks professional as
That's
heck.
awesome. I need more something
I
like that.
just got something here from my
Excuse me.
neighbor who 3D printed this. So, I mean, this is
That's
just
nice.
Ooh,
it's
that's
pretty nice
nice.
though. So,
It's nice.
shout out to Caden. I bet you're not watching this. You're probably asleep right now. So, it's all good. But thank you, buddy. I appreciate this.
It's his bedtime. No worries.
Yeah,
He'll,
probably.
he'll,
That's
he'll, he'll look at it tomorrow. He'll look at it tomorrow. No worries.
But he is a big retro football fan though.
Ooh, retro
So
ball.
Ooh,
retro
retro.
ball. Yeah. So and that's what E is known for. I mean, one of the first games he started playing on TikTok was Retro Bowl, and I mean, I never heard of it till I started watching E, and I was like, wait, what is this? Is this
He
back
does
in the
all
90s
sorts.
or something?
You know, it's funny. Everyone remembers when I started playing Retro Bowl, but actually in the summertime before that, I was playing a lot of games on this game called Roblox and stuff like that. Because
Yeah,
that's why I did like a few times, but I didn't show it often. I was just kind of just the same thing what we're doing right now, but just talking to the
right,
fans one on one, you know.
right.
And I started hearing everybody say, "Hey, you know, Retro Bowl's out there." I was like, "Yeah, you know what? I'll try it out. Let's see how it goes." You know, I don't expect much of it. I'm like, "Okay, this is just gonna flop or something like that." But a lot of people join in there. I was like, "Wow, this could be interesting. Everyone likes this." And I started doing it every day, and also that was the same time where everything was starting to pop off too, especially the football season as well. You know how the football season is. When football season goes, that's where you start grinding right there, and it
Oh
goes
yeah,
Yep.
for sure.
to the
It's like
roof.
turning the clocks. There
It's
you go,
turning the
Rex.
clock. It's turning the clock on and off season. So
There's so much content
and
when football
Yeah.
starts.
oh,
Yeah,
totally,
when
totally.
football season starts, I mean, I think a lot of us NFL content creators just get into that mode. Where it's
Oh
like, all
yeah,
right, you know what? I got to come out. You know what? All this news comes out. I mean, all these highlights, like you make mixtapes, all this stuff. It's just like it is the best time. So when it's
yeah.
the off season, it's
It,
harder to make
it's
content.
tough. It's tough. Like
hmm
there's moments in the off season where I like there's points where I'm struggling to find content there. The
Yeah,
good thing is there's still NBA, so I can still put that in there as well because it's a
right,
mixture of NFL, NBA people that's following me, so I can kind of figure out what I can assess with. You know,
right, right.
hmm
I know the
Do you,
recent. Go ahead.
do you watch MLB at all or no?
I'm not into much of Major League Baseball. Like I
Mm.
know what's going on a bit, you know, I kind of hear the outside news about it, but I do know my Marlins are 18 and 22, so that's all I do. That's all I know. That's all I know right now. They're
Yeah,
losing. Last time I
they're
checked
in the
before I went
close.
live, they were losing to the Rays. That's all I know.
Oh, jeez.
That's all I know. They were losing to the Rays. I think it was like 2-0
Wait, who
before
was?
the Marlins.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, you already know how the Marlins are.
Yeah, I'm a Mets fan, so.
Ah, got you.
Yeah, we almost got all the whole NL East, but I mean, I'm a Phillies fan. We got Marlins and Mets, and me and Austin have said this before. The Marlins, for some reason, own the Phillies and the Mets. I don't know
Yeah,
why,
they
but
do.
every time, if the Phillies even have a better record than the Marlins, the Phillies still freaking choke. I swear, they do it every freaking time.
You'll still find good seats in the Marlins game. Don't worry. Even if you come down to Miami, you find some good prices for good seating. There you go.
Yeah, I heard it's not hard at all to get a fly ball
Nah,
like in the crowd. It's easy
it
because there's
is.
no one there.
It's cheap. I mean, you can just go
Yeah,
there right on day, and it could be the weekend and it'll still be cheap. Like that's how at least it's not as bad as the Cincinnati Reds. Let's put it that way.
yeah, yeah,
I know this guy AK. I forgot
yeah,
his actual name. His Bengals. His Bengals
yeah.
fan there. That stadium looked empty. That reminded me when the Hard Rock Stadium used to have the Marlins play there. That's how empty it was. That's what it reminded
Oh,
me of.
jeez. Yeah,
Oh,
and
wow.
That's how empty. That's how it reminded me
The
of.
Oakland A's too. I mean, right now they got a really empty stadium as well.
Because
I mean,
they're,
I've
yeah.
heard some rumors they might move to Nashville or something
Wait,
like that.
Nashville?
I'm dead
Really?
serious. I'm dead serious. They might.
Wow, I didn't hear anything about that.
Yeah, no, there's some rumors, but it's just little rumors or whatever.
There's
It
just
might
a,
happen like
wow.
2026 or whatever.
Right.
Something like that. But back to actually what you were saying about the Marlins and the attendance. I wanted to ask you this too, because me and actually my family were wondering too. Like when we were watching the Sixers, obviously lose the series and freaking ruin um,
Sorry.
my freaking dreams of a championship. Yeah, it's all good. But I was thinking to myself though, like there aren't many Heat fans at the games. Like, what is up with that? Is that just like the vibe in Miami? Like, you know what? There's a lot of tourists and they just don't care about basketball, or is it just like the tickets are so much? Like, you know what? I'm just not even gonna go.
One, the tickets are expensive. No one wants
Yeah,
unless you're rich like that, then you can go to
yeah,
those games right there. Unless you want to be all the way up in the bleachers,
right,
which you won't see nothing. You rather just watch it at home too. At the
right,
same
right.
time, but of course, there's gonna be There's gonna be a mixture of Philadelphia fans, Miami. There's a reason why a lot of people from the Northeast come down to Florida during the holidays for no reason. So because to escape the winter cold, go over here. So that's probably why you see a lot of Boston fans here. Why don't you think there's a lot of Patriots fans down here, and Jets fans too, and Buffalo fans too down here? What do you think? Just think about that. Think about that real quick.
That is crazy.
And you'll see that more in the stadiums. I've had season tickets before when I was younger. When I've seen the Bills, the Patriots fans, and the Jets fans, they're all over the place. Trust me.
Oh yeah.
You think they're not, but you'll see them there. Trust me, you'll see it all there. So I'm not surprised by that. But the further the Heat go, like right now we're in the Eastern Conference Finals. We're 2-2. Still disappointed how yesterday's game go, but we're not going to talk about that right now unless you want to talk about that. But the more further we go on the conference finals, you're going to see more Heat fans. Now, of course, if they show that type of performance like they did yesterday, then yeah, you're not going to see any Heat fans in the second half like they did in Game 2. They just all did, which I wouldn't blame them. I wouldn't blame them. Who wants to see a blowout? Who wants to see a blowout win?
True.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. Yeah, back to that too. Yeah, there's actually in Philly, and I've said this many times, there's a lot of Cowboys fans up here. It makes no freaking sense at all. It makes no sense, including my freaking uncle. He's probably not watching this, but yeah, Uncle Chuck, I'm talking to you. But yeah, he's from Philly, and he's a Cowboys fan, and drives me freaking crazy. And then he raised his kids all to be Cowboys fans as well. And obviously they bonked their heads or something like that. But, yeah, it's just,
that must be a fun rivalry.
Oh yeah,
that must be fun, especially when they play against each other. You already know.
Oh yeah, there's some days we don't hug, so yeah.
That same day, there's no hugging there.
No hugging, no eye contact, no nothing.
I wonder how it would feel like when it's a tie. I want to know how that feels afterwards. If it ever ties, I want to know. I want to hear that one.
I've actually never thought of that or even
think about that.
But I think it would just be both sides would just be silent as heck. It would just be pure silence.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah,
so E, have you going back to the Marlins? Have you ever been to a Marlins game or?
I have. I have both in the Hard Rock and the current stadium right now. That's it. Where it used to be the Orange Bowl.
Oh, cool.
That's where the original Orange Bowl was, where they built it down. You can even see some of the signs actually when you walk into the stadium. Some of the signs are in the ground too. The original Orange Bowl signs.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I think they have I'm pretty sure they have it in MLB The Show. Don't they have it, Austin?
What?
The Marlins old stadium.
What's it called again? What was the old name of it?
It was a Hard Rock Stadium. Are you talking about the one where they at now? Before there used to be a Hard Rock Stadium. There used to be a Hard Rock Stadium.
I haven't seen.
There's an old Miami like in the MLB The Show, and it's just like it's like.
Are you talking about the Miami Arena?
Yeah, it was. Maybe it was, but it's
yeah, because that one tore down a long time ago. Okay, that used to be where the Heat originally played. Actually, that's in Miami.
Right, it might be them. I don't know what it was, but
I think that's probably where you were confusing it. I was like, unless you're talking about the original Heat Stadium, then yeah.
No, I was talking about
the Marlins history. The Marlins history. They used to play at Joe Robbie Stadium, and then they moved to Lone Depot Stadium. That's what they call it. I still call it Marlins Park, but that's how they call it now. But I still call it Marlins Park. Yeah, they have a Lone Depot.
Lone Depot.
Yeah, that's their stadium call, but I call it Marlins Stadium.
It's not a bad stadium. I mean,
no. Yeah, I still call American Airlines Arena. I don't call it FTX Arena.
That's like with the Lakers fans. They still call it Staples. And I think it was the most stupidest thing ever when they changed it to Crypto.com Center because honestly, it was so confusing because the Sixers, their sponsor is Crypto.com. And they play the Lakers one time, and I see like when they change the name, and I just see on the court it says Crypto.com Arena. And we have the Crypto.com on our sponsor. And that's when I'm just like, dude, what the?
Crypto out of all names, you think they could have found a better name for it?
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
just the basic thing. Don't even ask how that's going. That's going like.
Yeah.
That's not right now bad.
Lakers will never be relevant again until they change their name back to Staples Center. So.
That's a shot on Lakers. I don't know. I expect them to go. I expect them to go to the playoffs next season. I mean, they got to make some type of changes there. It depends who the coach is. You know, they're down to 2 coaches. They're looking at a Bucks coach, and I'm thinking they're looking at Raptors coach or Raptors. I'm not too sure.
Nick Nurse. Yeah, Nick Nurse.
They were looking at someone else. Who was it?
Well, they were looking at Doc Rivers, but Doc Rivers is staying in Philly. Can't freaking.
And they were looking at Jawan Howard, but
Yes, Jawan Howard. There you go. That's the name.
You
I was
gotta watch
thinking
out for
of.
that guy though.
Let's bring it right back now, KJ. Bring it back now. Bring it back now.
Yeah,
Get a little off topic here.
yeah. So, but also another thing too is like, what are your expectations? Well, we'll get into it for the Dolphins this season. I mean, with the new addition of Tyreek Hill. I mean,
Ask about that question.
I'm trying to think of the last time the Dolphins have had a receiver like this guy. But I mean, obviously, he is just like a different breed of receiver. But what are your expectations for this year, though, for your Dolphins?
I expect us to do well. It looks great on paper. I've been saying this a lot. It looks great on paper, but we've been saying that every single season. The past 2 seasons, I've been saying that it looks great on paper. As soon as I want to see how we play on the field. That's where I want to see it, where it's truly. Yes, we got Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle, we got Cedric Wilson in there, and then we have our running backs, Chase Edmonds, Sony Michel, Raheem Mostert, if they can stay healthy. All they can say is Teron Armstead, if they can stay healthy. That's the main key. If they can stay healthy, that's the main key. That's why I keep saying I want to see this on the field because again, look great on paper. You know how many teams that look great on paper and don't meet expectations? Look, for example, the Lakers, like we were just talking about.
Yep.
That would have been great in the 2010s, but not this year. But back to the Dolphins point. I see it's gonna be tough making the playoffs. The AFC is tough compared to the NFC. The NFC is a little bit, I want to say easy. Not everything's easy, but
no, it's easy.
It's definitely.
I can say that
You have a better chance of making
Yeah.
the playoffs than the AFC, if I would say. And the way Miami's play, unless we can make a couple of key upsets, I think we're just gonna miss out. Just once again, barely out of the playoffs. I mean, I've been seeing a lot of people say 12-5, 12-5, 11-6.
Ooh.
I mean,
What do you see your Dolphins going then?
I see it 9-8, 9-8, 10-7,
Okay.
kind of like how I said last year. I mean, I don't see 11 yet. There has to be some upsets there going along, like the Buffalo. We need to beat Buffalo. That's main key. We haven't beat
At
Buffalo
least one.
since Josh Allen's rookie year, and that was by luck because Charles Clay dropped that pass.
Yeah.
Other than that, we haven't beat Josh Allen at all since that day, and that was at Hard Rock Stadium. That was a few years back, and that's main key there. And of course, we play against AFC North this year and the NFC North.
Got to beat the Jets.
Yeah.
Oh, no question about it. I mean, we've been
Yeah.
owning the Jets for the past 2 seasons, but
Sweep them.
The Jets
Yeah,
have
sweep.
got
And
better.
even though
though.
they've gotten better.
They got better.
We
I kept on saying
did
that.
sweep them last year. We swept the Patriots and the Jets last year.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That was a shocker. We even swept the Patriots. I didn't expect that. I thought we would split with the Patriots.
Yeah.
But it's gonna be interesting with the Jets, especially with some key factors. They got a lot of steals in this draft. Jermaine Johnson,
Sauce.
Sauce Gardner,
Garrett Wilson.
Brees Hall,
Jermaine
Brees
Johnson.
Hall. Even though it's kind of interesting, they got Brees Hall and Michael Carter. That's
They
interesting.
took my boy from Florida State, Jermaine Johnson.
Jermaine Johnson. That was a steal. That was actually a great steal.
I thought he was going to go higher than that.
Yeah, I thought he was going to go to the Cowboys. I was scared.
I was going to be mad.
It's going to be interesting, especially like I said, AFC. You still got the AFC South. That's good. AFC West. Honestly, all 4 of them could make the playoffs if they were all good. Like
it's insane that division.
It's insane. They legit all they can make all the spots there. The third, and then probably 4, 5, 6, 7, just like that. It could be just like that. So it's going to be tough.
Yeah.
Again, but I expect to see a little bit more improvements there, especially we're going to be more run game. I'm hoping our run game is much better than last season. I mean, the only spike we had last season was Duke Johnson getting a couple 100 yards for us, a couple of games there, especially last season, late in last season, the Jets and Patriots as well. So hopefully we can build up that run game, especially we signed 3 key players there, especially Miles Gaskin is in the hot seat and Salvin Ahmed is on the hot seat as well.
Ooh. Wait, because Miles Gaskin, what team is he still on the Dolphins?
Yes, he's still on the Dolphins, but you don't even know he's in there because you've got players like Sony Michel, Raheem Mostert, Chase Edmonds there. So they're in the hot seat. If they don't show up, they're gonna get cut. Survival of the fittest. That's what I say there.
Exactly.
And also another key factor there also, Mike Gesicki is going to be a key factor. Why I say that? You got Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle. Everyone's going to be focused on those 2.
Yep.
Who's going to cover Mike Gesicki? Everyone sleeps on Mike Gesicki because we don't throw the tight ends often, which I don't understand why. He's a baller.
Yeah, he's from Penn State. He's from
Penn State. He's on a franchise tag right now for 1 year. And he was
Ooh.
a top free agent. If had we not put the franchise tag on him, he would have been signed by somebody.
You're
Had we
gonna
not
He's
put
expect
the
a
franchise
good
tag.
player. He's
He is.
a
He's
Now
really
underrated
it's
tight
gonna
end
be
for sure.
now it's gonna be good and interesting if he does a great season, and I don't know how we're gonna have that cap space to sign him back. That's
Ooh,
gonna be made because our cap space
oh,
next season is gonna be tough next season
Right.
unless we cut some key players next season. That's gonna be a main issue there. But it's gonna be interesting for next season for Mike Gesicki. But that's just another key thing out there also as well. And I've been liking the team. Of course, I want to see how our defense is going to be because we're not going to be a defensive mind team. We're going to be an offensive mind team now this year. Because Brian Flores was a defensive mind. We have McDaniel as an offensive mind coach. So I want to see how we do defensively. I hope we can still show that blitz pack a lot because that worked well last year for us. Late when those 8 win streaks. If you see, of course, it was kind of like crummy teams sometimes, but it worked well.
Now, what are your expectations for Tua? Do you think like this is like if he doesn't succeed this year, is it his last year, or do you think they're still going to believe in him?
This will be the last year.
you think so?
Why do I say this? He's been in our squad since 2020.
Right.
He got 2 seasons on the buckle. Yes, he has winning games. Correct.
Right.
Now, I understand he didn't have the wide receivers. Listen, last year our wide receivers dropped the most passes in the league. And you can watch film back and you can see how many passes were on the wide receiver. Yes, there's some mistakes on Tua that he overthrew Waddle. That's, for example, he overthrew Waddle against the Saints, and that was a clear on interception. The Jacksonville game, yeah, you can pull up a lot of stuff on Tua as well.
I'm surprised it wasn't the Eagles because usually it is. Usually it is.
We don't talk about last time the Dolphins played the Eagles. We don't want to go there, KJ. But we know who won that game. And especially we weren't supposed to win that game. But anyways, back to the point there.
You guys did beat us that game, right?
I was at that game too. That's why I'm saying this.
Yeah, that was I was almost.
All I'll say to that one is fake field goal. But anyways, back to the main point. But we finally get the weapons for Tua, adding Tyreek Hill. I understand we got rid of 5 draft picks, which is crazy enough, but I think it was worth it. Especially we needed a receiver. We were looking for a receiver in the draft anyway this year, so that was a gift for us right there. Getting Tyreek and Jalen Waddle together as well, and getting him protection. Protection last season, for the past decade has been horrible on the offensive line, and we barely have any protection at all. You can even look back at Ryan Tannehill's days when he got sacked 66 times. If anybody remembers that stat there, it was gruesome. So
Good
we
God.
don't really have a great offensive line as well. So we're finally getting a true left tackle there, Teron Armstead, who's great in the run game and the passing game as well. And hopefully he can stay healthy. But this pressure is make it or break it for Tua. That's all I say. And another reason why I say that, we got 2 first-round picks next season, mind you. We got 2 first-round. Everyone forgets about that. Yes, our cap space is kind of screwed up next season, but we got 2 first-round picks, one from the 49ers from that trade 2 years back. And our original pick.
That wasn't with Mostert. I mean, that was with someone else. Then, right?
That was when we trade up to get the Jalen Waddle.
Okay, yeah, okay.
Because we got 2 first-round picks from this season and next season.
Right. So, what are your what's the word for? How do you feel about you guys getting Tyreek Hill? Gosh, I couldn't spit it out.
Woo. Yeah, I know. Especially someone asked that question in the comment section as well. I didn't believe we were gonna Tyreek Hill when I first heard that news. It was coming down to the Jets and Dolphins. I'm like, yeah. I'm surprised even made those 2 decisions there. I was surprised. I was surprised by that. I was like, wow, the Dolphins were actually in
all the teams. I was like, what?
Out of all teams, I thought he was gonna go to like an.
I thought it'd be like a competitor, a contender there. I mean, I thought we were in there, especially the team we were trying to build up. But I didn't think we were gonna get Tyreek Hill. Once we got Tyreek Hill, I was running around all over the place getting Tyreek Hill because we needed a receiver there. And what better way to add than him and Jalen Waddle together, the fastest duo.
Him and Jalen Waddle together, that's gonna be crazy.
It's gonna be the game for sure.
He changes the game.
That's gonna be crazy.
Now, of course, he's not going to get that same arm length as Patrick Mahomes with Tua, of course, but he'll still be a factor, though. No question about it. He'll still be a factor.
You'll see a lot more
routes. Underestimates Tua's short and middle game. His short and middle game is phenomenal. That's where he's most accurate. Where he comes where at least accurate is when he starts trying to throw his deep ball down the field, 50 yards. And when you see that, it kind of goes on the throw. Like, for example, Mac Hollins catch against the Jets, for example, when he actually threw threw a deep pass, which I was surprised by that. I was like, we're actually throwing a deep pass. That's a long time. I've seen that for a long time, for
Yeah.
example, too.
Well, I know Matt Collins real well. Yeah.
You're gonna see a lot of slant routes and stuff with him, and
Yeah.
that's
I
gonna be
agree.
crazy. Honestly, as a Giants fan, I just can't wait to see a little bit of him. I'm not a Dolphins fan, but to just see him and Waddle blend together.
Oh, I can't wait. I just
That's
got
gonna
my
be
Tyreek
sick.
Hill jersey today, so that's all good.
Ooh,
Nice. That's what's up.
okay. I'm still waiting for mine.
Listen, I gotta do my collection
You
of
got Tyler
jerseys.
jersey? Austin?
No.
Oh.
I'm saying I'm waiting for
Especially
my
a
jersey.
Giants fan getting a Tyreek Hill
I
jersey.
was
You
like,
can always dream. You can always dream about it.
Yeah.
But listen, I know Gettleman had a nice draft, but listen, let's pump the brakes there.
Who? Wait, who'd you say? Gettleman?
Was it Gettleman, right? Did I say it right?
Wait, for what? This year's draft or?
Oh,
Did I say it?
they don't have Gettleman anymore.
Oh, they don't
No,
get.
we have Showing.
Showing. Oh, I'm thinking of the Eagles. I'm sorry there.
Oh no! You were thinking about
I got mixed up with the Eagles. Listen, I got Eagles and Giants. I got Eagles and Giants, and I get like
the Eagles got the weasel. Well, he was a weasel. I mean, he's kind of evolving into a wolf right now. I feel like he's kind of evolving into a wolf. He went from a weasel to a wolf.
Oh my god!
I was talking trash about him about a month ago on a Cowboys.
Oh man!
Not anymore. I mean, you know what? It's just
going out and getting AJ Brown.
It's kind of the same kind of thing with because I feel like, and we've had this conversation many times too with obviously Jalen Hurts and Tua have some connections, Alabama for sure, but both of them had the addition of Pro Bowl receivers. So at least one or maybe both or maybe even none actually succeed with these receivers. But which do you think will actually which duo do you think will actually succeed though?
So are you asking which duo will succeed more, Waddle?
Yeah, like Hurts and Brown, or you think Waddle and
or Tua or a Hill or Waddle?
Yeah.
Ooh, that's gonna. Now that's
it's gonna be interesting because both quarterbacks are in their stage right now where they need to improve to where to stay on their teams. Both of them are on the hot seat. Let's put it that way. As much as Philly fans don't want to admit that, it's Hurts is a little bit on the hot seat, just a tad bit. If you think about it.
No, he is 100%. He is.
You got to look at both quarterbacks. Both are on the hot seat, but the question is who's going to be successful with it. Man, it's going to be interesting because it's going to be both of them are going to experience with AJ Brown for the first time and Tyreek Hill for the first time. I feel a little bit more confident with Miami, just the way how, because especially McDaniel with their offense there. I'm not totally sold on Hurts just yet. Right. I mean, he's shown some improvements there, and then they finally get the run game going there. I understand that. I just feel that Miami has a lot of weapons. I'm not saying Philadelphia does not have weapons either. They have a lot of weapons as well. But I feel if Hurts doesn't get it done, same thing with Tua as well. Same thing with Tua. They're both on the hot seat, no question about it.
Oh, exactly.
But if I had to put any chance on anybody, I think Tua will be more successful than Hurts this season right now. And we can go back to this point right now, but I could say it there. Unless Tua gets bad, if he starts doing horrible in the beginning, then that'll be bad.
Right.
That'll be bad. Then they'll insert Teddy Bridgewater, which I wouldn't be surprised if I see that either. If Tua starts struggling, because
I forgot.
Especially when we have that type of squad like that, and Tua starts actually struggling, they're gonna throw Teddy right in there into that.
Somebody mute him, seriously.
Mute who?
Wii Sporting's got.
I can't. Unfortunately.
Oh my god.
He's going off right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's called you either ignore the comments or you just keep going. Just gotta
right.
Where's
Charles?
Just roll with it. It's a podcast.
Yeah, no, I got you.
If you mind the comment section too much, just keep it going. Keep it going.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, it's your podcast.
What's going on? What's going on? El Capitan. What's up?
Ooh, everyone's showing up now. Let's go.
Everyone's showing up. That's awesome. But yeah, I guess we'll go right into the NBA questions.
Can I ask him?
Yeah, you want to go first? All right, you go.
Sure, I'll go. I guess. So with the series being tied 2-2, and with the Heat coming back home tomorrow night, what are your expectations?
Man, my expectation is do or die for Miami. It's a do or die. We in the first game, in game 1 and game 3, we look like the team that we've been seeing the past in the second round and the first round, where we started off great, don't look back behind us, and we're moving, we're passing the ball, we're making our shots, we're getting our rebounds, we're creating turnovers. Yesterday and game 2, were nowhere to be found.
Mm-hmm.
We shrink, and especially it was disappointing yesterday's game too. By the time at one point it was 14-1 yesterday's game, which it blows my mind. By the time we made a field goal, it was less than 3 minutes to go in the first quarter, which that tells you the night Miami had, especially the Heat. Our stars had 18 points only, 18 points compared to 73 points by the Celtics. That's a huge difference. When your bench outscores your starters, that's just telling you something. Victor Oladipo got 23 points. That's really how we even stayed into that game yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
My expectation is Jimmy Butler needs to wake up. He had 6 points yesterday. That's not the Jimmy Butler we were looking for. We're looking for the Jimmy Butler that played in game 1 and game 2. That's what we were looking. That's the
and
Jimmy
the one
Butler.
that played in Philly and freaking got revenge on us.
That game 2. That's why Bam Adebayo needs to be as game 3. He got 31 points. He shrank yesterday, gained 9 points, especially with Robert Williams coming back into the series. He shrank.
Yeah.
Let's be real. He shrank. Max Strudis, 0 points. PJ Tucker, 0 points. Kyle Lowry, 5. That just needs to be better efficiently on the threes. Make our twos. We were struggling in twos. Before we were jacking up threes. We were going to the paint. It just kept. We were just not getting in. Just going brick after brick, brick city, and we paid 5 years, $90 million for Duncan Robinson to be on the bench. That just explains everything. I know he had one good game against the Hawks, but I still felt like we should have let him walk. It's just the way how he's been progressing. He's been degressing. So, but for game 5, like I said, we just have to improve. We have to have that mindset of game 3 and game 1. This is it. Do or die. If we lose, if we go back to Boston and then Boston's 3-2, we're done. We're not winning the series. I mean, I'll cross my fingers and hope, but it is unlikely, especially if the Celtics have that momentum. Forget about it.
Oh yeah,
they will have the momentum. They didn't even have Marcus Smart playing yesterday. That's how effective the Celtics were playing. So there was no Marcus Smart, and I understand Miami didn't have Tyler Hero yesterday, but man, they missed him yesterday. Growing injury.
Oh,
growing injury. That's why he was out. He was out. Be careful at those. noontime of yesterday. So he was already out. So
you gotta be careful with those injuries.
And it was a long time. And I guess we missed Tyler Hero a lot because man, do we miss him yesterday. So we just have to play better. We have to play at the mindset of game 3 and game 1, and just another revenge game. It's another revenge game like game 3.
You guys gotta
And hopefully then by game 6 we have to have that same mentality. We can't just go one game, be aggressive, and then the next game just out there being dead and just kind of like, all right, let's go to the next one. We jacked up 19 fouls. 19 fouls. I didn't even count on them. That's how many. And they went to the free throw line a lot. The Celtics.
Goodness.
So
it's that. You guys gotta hold on.
That's what I gotta say with Miami for game 5. That's the game plan for Miami.
You come out strong.
You come out strong.
You build like a
just like game 10, 3 and game 1.
10, 15
It's
point
been
lead.
A blowout. Every game, if you notice, it's been a blowout. Miami blows out game 1. Celtics blow out game 2. Game 3, Miami. Game 4, Boston. So if it's going like that, then Miami at 7. If it keeps going like this, then Miami at 7. But you never know. Anything could happen.
Is Tyler Hero playing tomorrow?
I'm not too certain. I have not got a word on Tyler Hero yet. It's usually the day of or the day the game is. So I'm not too sure. And so I know Jimmy Butler's still going to be in the injury report. PJ Tucker as well. Caleb Martin, for example, Max Strudis.
Man, you got a lot of injuries.
Majority of them should be playing, but Tyler Hero is main key in Jimmy.
Yeah, for sure. They were key to play us for sure. So they will get.
And I know one thing. And I know one thing for certain for the NBA draft. Because I know Miami Heat has a first-round pick this year. They better get a center. I just want to put that out there. So the draft is coming up soon. They better get a center.
Okay.
I mean, we're just undersized. You can't lie. We're undersized. Bam Adebayo is our only tallest guy, and he's normally playing power forward.
He can't do everything either.
Hey, you got my boy Omer Gertz-7 though from Georgetown though. So
well, yeah, but right now we're having like third in the chart Because it's right now it's Bam Adebayo and Denman.
Yeah.
Your 7 only gets in the game, it's a blowout, and then we just throw him in there.
I know I'm messing around. Your 7 is sometimes he has those hot days, but
He's still a good player. I mean, he's
Yeah.
shown some, especially when Denman was out, and Bam Adebayo when he was out, he's shown some great sparks there coming off the bench. So he's shown some sparks there. So maybe he could prove me wrong this year once we let go of Denman this year, but we'll see.
Maybe get a guy like Mark Williams.
That's just my suggestion, especially the way how we played yesterday. It's just getting out
Mhm.
rebounded so much. We've been a small team for a long time. We need a center, man. That's what I'm saying.
Oh geez, someone said Tyler Hero can't swim. Oh god, that is true.
These
apparently.
comments are crazy.
He's been cold this playoffs. I'm not gonna lie. Tyler Hero's been cold this playoffs. I mean, he had a few games that was good, but it's been very cold for Tyler Hero this playoffs.
You haven't heard much from him, really.
And he's a 6th man of the year, man. And you expect a lot from him, especially the 6th man of the year. But he's been nice cold. It's ice cold. Unfortunate.
Exactly. I guess we're gonna get some people in now to probably ask some questions. If you're all right with that,
Are you all right?
Yeah, I mean, as long as
we'll make sure they're not gonna. I mean, if somebody starts going out of line,
or boot them. Boot them.
We'll nip
Give
it,
him the
we'll
boot.
nip it right away.
Goodbye. Kaboot.
So, if Charles is here, I don't.
Where is Charles? He hasn't.
I don't know where he is.
Let me see if I can get him. Hold on.
Yeah, see if you can get Charles, but
no, he's not even online.
All right, it's all good. So
yeah,
I'll tell you this while you guys are looking for some people there. I know yesterday. Good thing no one on this podcast went on my live yesterday because I was pissed. I was pissed yesterday. Boston fans coming in there. Oh boy.
Yeah, Boston.
Let's put viewers' discretion is advised.
Hey, KJ, do you want to bring Matt Bear on first?
I see Matt Bear.
Yeah,
I've heard of Matt Bear. That'll be my first time actually talking to him. Actually,
we gotta
Let's
do.
put the
Want me to put the link out or
in the chat? You just put it in the chat.
Is that okay with you?
Yeah, that's fine. Because then I'll just remove the people that I know something freaking outlandish or whatever. So
okay,
I'll take care. We'll take care.
Also, while people are about to join in, another thing, by the way, if I had to say any advice, if anybody wants to start TikTok, for example, I would say be consistent. Know a game plan. What you're trying to do. What's your goal at the end of the hardest.
That's the hardest.
It's the hardest. Coming out with content is always the toughest part, of course. But you want to have an idea to at least to start up, at least start up like 2 to 3, and then kind of work your way as you progress.
We got everybody now joining.
As an example, excuse me. If anybody wants to be successful on TikTok, because TikTok is very simple. It's kind of simple to get like all the way up there to 100K. You know, It's still taking me a while to get there. You know. But just kind of learning the ropes as I go. Analytics is also a major key as well, which I also talk about. I talk about that to Nico, about analytics, because analytics is the main key as well. That's how I start really figuring out TikTok as well.
Yeah, algorithm as well. I mean,
algorithm. You got to really look at it, because I'll give you a prime example. Let's say the weekdays right now, because there's school going on, work going on. You want to look at your analytics and say, okay, what is the time where you start seeing it kind of going up? Where the chart starts going up. So let's say for me, it's like 1 o'clock, 1:45, 1:45 as of right now, and just for a prime example,
There's Matt's mom.
And
was that his mom or grandma?
No, that's his mom. That's his mom.
Oh,
and I'll keep on continuing there. For example, and I usually post like 3 right there. Like for example,
Okay, moving forward.
I'm sorry, but that was just funny.
I was just waiting, I just gotta wait,
So let's see. Going back to like how it's a grind and stuff. I actually started my TikTok page on. So let's see, we're May, June. I started it last year, July 16th. If that's correct. That's correct.
Yeah, you can just say July 26th, but go ahead.
Yeah. July 16th,
2021. But go ahead.
Yeah, it's just it's a grind. Like some days like if like I'm a Warriors fan and I'm a Mets fan, it's hard to do a lot of content for each team. It's so much to put into one.
Right, which kind of goes back to like, for example, I'm a Dolphins, Heat, Panthers, you name it, Marlins, Hurricanes. Now I want to be diverse, talk about more than just my teams, because I can talk about my team all I want. Problem with that is you can't make a lot of content with that.
No.
You can make some points, you can make it like here and there, kind of make a chunk there, here. But eventually you're going to be like stuck and like, well, I already did this. I don't want to sound repeat here, this here. You just got to go diverse and just go all in the NFL, and just kind of go with something that people that you see in the community that hasn't done. I've done stuff that if you look at the NFL community and the NBA community, you'd be seeing like not a lot of people do what I do, making content there and just showing my face, just trying to interact. I mean, you probably see like Watts World. He does a great job at that as well. I try to remember just one guy. We hoop in if you want to put him down. I know he's a troll. I understand that, but you gotta think about his mindset of that. If you think about
he's actually
his mindset. It's a smart idea.
He's actually probably one of the smartest content creators. And
I understand. I understand as a troll. I understand that sometimes I'm like, okay, this man's going a little bit too far, but he knows what he's doing there. People pretend to not know what he's doing there, but it works for him. I know for me it wouldn't work for me because I would know I can't I can't do that type of voice and change it up like that. Exactly. If I want to, I'll lose my voice. You probably won't notice it by then. I'll put it that way, just a prime example. Oh, just like right there, there, for a prime example. But it's just a lot of consistency. And there's some days, I'm not gonna lie, there's some days where I feel like, man, am I really putting like effort into this? Like there's some days I feel that, I'm like,
exactly.
Are people really appreciating this, And you start thinking about that. That's why you gotta start doing some other stuff there, trying to take breaks, That's why you probably see me go live like almost like every day, for example. But I have to get some days off. I just have to. Just so I clear my mind off, Don't have to worry about okay, I gotta get here, Just relax one day, get some other stuff that you have to get done, that you couldn't do because you gotta go live at this time, and just gotta go as you go, slowly but surely. It's a slow grind, but if you really want this, you put in the hours, you put in the work, Trust me, I used to work at retail. Trust me.
Oh yeah,
put in the hours and then
put in the work, put in the hours.
It's tough.
It's tough. Trust me.
I know how it is.
I used to work in morning shifts. Trust me. I used to work. I like the morning hours. Trust me. I like getting things done out of the way. Got the rest of the day off. That's the mindset.
That's exactly like me. Like,
that's the mindset.
And especially like with me being in college and working, and it's just hard to find.
Yeah, especially right now. Especially I'm in college. I know. Last semester I didn't get too much classes there. I was kind of working. I was working and doing TikTok at the same time as well. Because I technically had like 2 jobs, if I want to put it that way.
Right.
I call this as a job, but it's a fun job to do. Because I love creating. I love sports, so I love it there. And of course, I have my other job, which I also run another social media account as well that a lot of people don't know about as well.
Ooh, okay.
So, so it's a hub of warehouse. It's a warehouse software company, just to help them out there, and I'm doing their side projects as well. So that's another prime example. But just putting the hours, and especially you've seen it. The progression. If I had to say from last year, when I started from 1,000 in 2021 in January to all the way this year's January to 30 something thousand, right there is a huge jump. Which anything can happen when you put in the hours and you finally get the keys right there at the engine. You just got to start it. You just can't start cast yourself your way there,
Mm-hmm.
Right. Then you won't get nothing done. Trust me, I've seen it. I've done it before, so I know how that feels.
Mm-hmm. So KJ, do you want to bring a guest on?
Yeah, let's let some guests in.
Do you want to bring Matt or?
We're gonna.
I know who the call number 1 is.
Is it a guy who keeps on commenting very often?
Yes.
Who hasn't messaged me probably in months?
Yeah. I know who it's. You know who it is, KJ.
Ever since he got that coaching job, he hasn't texted me back.
Yeah, probably because he sucks at coaching.
Nah, I don't know about that one, but listen.
Yeah. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. But all right.
Do you want to bring in Matt?
Yeah. Let's let in by order. Let's go with Jalen Prods first. Yo, okay. Jalen. Okay, he's not here. Not Jalen. Let's go with the man, the myth, the legend himself, Matthew.
What's happening?
What's going on? Nice to meet you, Matt.
Nice to meet you too.
What's going on?
Matt, you got any questions for E?
Yeah, because we got a bunch of guests we got to
go to. I don't know.
Matt,
can be-
why'd you
it can be
join?
anything.
He was in the background. He's like, man.
Well, I mean, I came on to talk to everybody.
Right.
Yeah.
Sure.
Man's
What
waiting
do
for a
you-
question. Yeah, I'm waiting for a question here.
Ask him anything.
Are you going to talk about the
Football,
Panthers that got
baseball.
swept yesterday? Yeah, I know. The
I
Panthers
mean,
got
yeah, I'm
swept.
like, what the hell happened to them? I honestly think it's the President's Trophy curse.
Listen,
Back to
I
them.
was surprised the Panthers even made a second round. They're usually a first round exits, anyways. They were in the first. I remember the Panthers were a first seed a few years ago, and they got swept in the first round. So
Yeah.
I was just surprised by that. Let's put it that way. I was surprised by that, but I wasn't surprised when we play against Tampa. I think what really killed us for the Panthers was that definitely game 2, that final buzzer beater
Yeah.
to the end.
Yeah,
I remember
That
watching
really
that
killed the
clip.
Florida Panthers. Everything right there. I was like, yeah. There's
I'm
no reason
sorry.
why I'm going to watch
I
that.
was watching that. I was like, oh my god, I can't believe they scored right there.
That's
sorry.
a heartbreaker. I
With
remember.
3 seconds left, bro.
I'm
Right.
sorry, E, but I'm a Lightning fan, so
Yeah,
I just gotta
it's
say
okay.
GG's, much respect.
GG's, yeah. Here, you want me to bring you the
Yeah.
broom as well?
What?
Would you like me to bring the broom for you?
Yeah.
'Cause
Nah.
I know you want to sweep. You want
Yeah,
to sweep the
Me and
Panthers.
Matt
I'm
can't
kinda
say
hoping
crap
whoever wins
because
this
the
series
Flyers and
beats the
Islanders are
Lightning now.
poverty, so yeah.
Yeah.
So we can't say crap. But
Now I'm kind of hoping whoever wins this series now, Rangers and Carolina, beats Tampa in the conference final. Yeah.
We'll see.
I will root for the Rangers if they have to play Tampa. Yeah.
All right, so we will go to the next person, but I wanted to give right before we let Matt go, I wanted to give my
Yeah.
prayers and a shout out to
Yeah,
Matt's
thanks
dad.
a lot, man.
Matt's
Yeah.
dad is going through surgery right now,
Oh man,
and prayers
Prayers
up to
for his
him.
dad.
It's a tough time.
family.
Yeah.
So
prayers
You
for
know-
always here
you
for
know-
you,
you know
Matt.
you always got
here
it.
for you.
Yeah.
So just know that.
Thanks,
so,
guys.
hopefully he has
I
a
appreciate
successful
it.
surgery and hopefully he recovers well, man.
Yeah.
so
Prayers
You know,
up
All
to
right,
his
man,
dad.
you always
we'll
got
talk
us.
soon,
You
brother.
always-
We'll talk soon.
All right. Yeah. See you guys later.
See ya.
Take care, Matt.
All right, so that was Matthew Baird, the legend Islanders fan, the legendary
By
Islanders.
the way, I want to give a shout out to Fiend. By the way, I know he's been waiting for me to shout him out in
Who?
the chat. No, in the chat, in the YouTube,
Oh.
chat. I want to shout out to Fiend right there, real quick. He's been asking me for a
Shout out.
shout out for the longest. I've seen this comment. Shout out to Fiend. I've seen you
Shout out
there.
to Fiend, man. Shout out to you, man. Whoever you are, Fiend. You're a fiend. You are a fiend. But we're
I
gonna
call
shout
him Fiend, but hey,
Yeah.
man, I just want to shout him out because I know he's been asking for a
So-
shout out for the longest, and me too.
All right. Yeah, guys,
Hey.
if you're trying to come inside the backstage, there are 2 more spots open, so just go for it.
By the way,
But,
I'm not too much of a hockey guy, so before everybody starts talking about hockey too much, so.
Same with me. So we're in the same boat. But all right, so let's go with the next person. Is actually Austin knows him well, and I know him well.
It's
Oh,
Philly
yeah.
Preston.
What's going on?
Yep.
Philly
What's going on,
Preston.
Preston? You guys
Nothing
need
much.
to ask E or nah?
So, E, I have a question.
Go ahead.
What do you think the Dolphins can do? I think they already asked you, but what do you think they can do during the season?
During the season. Definitely, I want to see improvement in the run game. We've been slacking in the run game. I think the last time we really had a great run game, we're talking like Jay Ajayi. I think I want to see improvement there, especially when we have a McDaniels coach there.
No, it's
So
not. No, it's not. No, it's
That
not.
is not
Change
him.
it.
There's
No,
way.
it's not what you think it is.
That is
It's
not
probably a
him.
troll.
But anyways, I don't know what kind of room might there. But anyways, the Dolphins definitely run game as
Hold on.
well. Tua needs to improve. I say he has the weapons now. He needs to step it up, or else he's gonna be out of the wagon there. There's Teddy Bridgewater in the background as a backup too, so we can just replace him right there if he starts struggling as well. But overall, Miami, I feel they might just miss the playoffs again, which I don't want to see that happen. But it's a tough AFC, Preston. It's a tough AFC compared to the NFC right now. The AFC is tough. You look at the AFC West; all 4 of them can make it in there. The AFC South, the Colts, the Titans. The AFC North, you got the Ravens, Bengals, Steelers, the Browns. So it's gonna be really tough. It's gonna be tough, but I see them like nine wins at least, maybe 10.
Mhm.
That's what I have to say for my Fins there. It's just waiting to see. It looks great on paper. Everyone's hyping this up, saying 11 wins, 12 wins. I mean, I don't see that at all. I mean, I wish that would be great for me. That would be great for my ego. But other than that, I just don't see it. I just see it more like 9, 10 wins there. That's how I really feel about my Fins right now. But I do like the offseason moves, though, however. It's been impressive.
And also, one more. What do you think the Eagles did in the offseason so far?
I actually like their moves. Actually, it was kind of surprising, especially when you look at the draft. They did get AJ Brown, but when they traded up and their guy that they really wanted got taken before, it looked like it was already the Eagles were about to get bashed. The general manager was about to get bashed heavily there. I really do like the Eagles offseason. If I had just to come right back to my mind there, they had some great keys. I know they got Bradbury. I do like Bradbury. That great addition from the Giants that they just released and they signed him there as well. They have some great key additions, which I feel the Eagles can win their division this year. Actually, I actually say that. I know the Cowboys could have a chance there, but the Eagles and the Cowboys could be neck and neck. I feel that. I still don't think the Giants could go anywhere this season. I think they still need a few more years. Still don't trust in Daniel Jones. I think Daniel Jones is this last year. And the Washington Commanders, they got Carson Wentz, but we don't know how good Carson Wentz is going to be with Washington. I know it's probably going to piss off Nico in the background.
KJ's muted.
but I'm just going to say it like this. I'm going to say Eagles win the division right there for you guys.
I like that.
But it's gonna be close though. I still think the Eagles and Cowboys gonna be neck and neck. That's still gonna be a close division fight because that's the Cowboys are good for the division and not going far. I'm sorry, that's just the way it is. They lost a lot of key players this offseason and questionable picks for the Cowboys. So that's just my opinion there.
Yeah, Preston. Thank you for.
Thank you, Preston. Thank you,
Preston.
We'll talk to you later, buddy.
Also, prayers up to me. I got tested positive for the C word.
The C word? Oh.
You know.
Yeah.
No, COVID.
Oh, okay.
All right, take care, Preston, man.
Yeah.
Appreciate the questions.
KJ, our next caller. Oh man.
All right.
We know who
someone said in the comments section, I see this Weenie E versus Tyler Sports to see who the honestly, who will solo us both actually will be Nico the Dolphin. Not Nico we know, but if you've seen this guy, I think I know. I think his name's Nico. I might be wrong. Hopefully I'm saying his name right. But he's a young Dolphins fan. He will definitely veto us both, I'll be honest. But if I had to say who wins that one, listen.
Oh my god!
And also, I don't know if you know who this guy is too. Loud Marlins fan is a pretty big. I mean, he's a pretty big Marlins fan, but he's also a big Dolphins fan as well. But
I think I've heard of him before. I think he does like a Marlins content, right?
Oh yeah, he's a huge.
Yeah, I think he did like a game.
I think hat and everything.
Yeah, I think he did like a game day. That's actually where I found my game day stuff at, where I was doing the flag. You probably noticed my flags. Every game day. Listen, I win or lose, I don't care. I'll take the hate comments. I listen. I'll take it, man. At the end of the day, I say GGs. At the end of the day, even how much pissed off you gotta give me a couple hours before I say GGs afterwards, because unless you want to hear the curse words out of my mouth, then yeah. But I'll keep it PG. I'm keeping PG.
Right.
Now, so.
You're good. All right, so we're gonna let in the next guest. We got a couple more guests.
We know who it is.
I don't know why Preston just leave for now. We got
to make room for others.
So, but
so good. I don't have to look at the background. So y'all just laugh in the background. I'm just trying to stay focused as I can, and y'all distracting me. Come on.
Yeah, no, you're good, man. You're good.
It is because all the people
what type of host is this? Come on.
Yeah, I don't know.
Where's the professional this is? Come on now.
Who, me or
both of y'all? Come on now. I was a podcaster too. I know how this goes.
Well, yeah, no,
I don't have to call y'all on that.
I
but
stopped
come on.
laughing. I'm fine now. I already went through the.
Come on now.
I'm good now. Yeah, no,
that's some funny moments too. But listen, like I'm trying to make a point here.
I'm fine. I stopped laughing at first. Yeah, we're
good. We're done.
It's all good.
All right, so let's let in the next person.
All right, listen up, you on the mic. Number one, how the hell are you going to say that in Nico Elite's ratios? When I ratio both of them bubs, including you and Nico Elite.
First off, I don't know where this energy is coming from. Who hasn't messaged me since he got that coaching job, all right? I don't know where's all this energy coming from. I even texted you saying, hey, man, how's it going? Where's I understand you're busy with coaching. I understand that you're teaching.
Listen, I was Urban Meyering it up over here, all right? So I don't need you. I need that.
Wait a minute. Wait, you're going to bars? You're going to bars? Right now and hanging out with women?
What? Yup.
Are you good?
Second overall,
are you kicking kickers too?
So let me ask you this, but second of all, you said Carson Wentz. So what's wrong with Carson Wentz, man? You got something to say about Carson Wentz?
I mean, there's a reason why the Colts traded him to the Washington Commanders.
Oh, nah, you see on the mic, this ratio about to be traded if you don't stop playing with Carson Wentz right here.
Listen. Do you honestly think the Commanders are going to win the division? Yes or no?
Yeah, absolutely. What the hell?
All right. Anyways.
All right. See on the mic, bro. You've been getting a little feisty lately just because you've been playing that football fusion. All right, I don't want to. You can't be disrespectful.
I see. You came with the energy. I came in right back with you.
Nah, bro. You over here.
I'm bringing the energy right back. I'm bringing the energy right back.
Nico Elites over here. I ratio Nico, bro.
No, you don't. Come on now. You went AWOL after like a couple months. Don't be like that.
AWOL, bro. You're perpetrating me as a weirdo, bro.
I'm not. Bro. Show your camera. Show your camera then.
Nah, I'm good.
What you doing?
I know what it is. He doesn't want to show his hairline again.
All right, buddy. This is why Jalen Hurts is your quarterback, buddy. I don't know why you're laughing at me. Jalen Hurts is your quarterback, buddy.
Hey, I'm fine with that. Carson Wentz is your quarterback. Have fun. Have fun with Carson Wentz.
All right, bro. At least it ain't Tua got a bad hip. Oh, well, bro. This dude Tua got a grandma hip on a 22-year-old body, bro. I don't want
it's all good. I don't got to worry about my team changing names. It's okay. It's all good.
Bro, your name is – you're literally an animal, bro. You're a dolphin. Like, how are you talking to me? You're literally
Are you commanding the soldiers over there?
I command you to stop.
Man, I command all y'all to shut the hell up and let me speak, damn it. I'm sick of this command man.
Hey,
let's go, Commanders. Let's go.
What the hell? First of all, I got some things to rant about. Number one, I put a comment in that none of y'all answered. Okay, I asked if Russell Westbrook was a top 10 point guard of all time, and nobody answered, and I felt kind of
because I hear that. I saw Westbrook on Discord, and we answer and say no.
Okay, bro. This dude, KJMccoy got to be mad because Russell Westbrook on his team, bro. He just got to.
If you're talking about recently, he's been Westbrook. I'm sorry. If you're talking about recently, he has not been showing the Westbrook that we've been all known to see.
Okay, bro. Who's your team again? Who's your team again?
Did your team make the playoffs? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Bro, that's why nobody likes Tyler Hero. Tyler Hero, Jack Harlow.
Move back to Seattle.
Hey, I actually made a video on that, so thanks for the compliment, by the way.
What, Jack Harlow looking ass? I hate him so much, bro.
Maybe that's why my girlfriend dated me, so that's a good thing.
What? Bro, this dude on the mic got to worry about Tyler Hero stealing his girl.
Nah, it's all good. You don't know about Tyler Hero.
We could change
Tyler
that.
Hero has a child.
No, he doesn't.
Yeah, he does.
Does he actually?
I swear to God, he does. I swear my life.
And this dude Jack Harlow allowed to have a kid, bro. But he can't swim. Like, come on, bro. This dude allowed to have a whole child, but yeah, he can't swim himself. So what are you guys talking about tonight?
Have you not been
good on me?
Listen, I was eating ice cream from Oberweis. All right, so like I heard like maybe like 20% of what you guys were talking about.
All right.
What were y'all talking about?
We were honestly talking about what kind of pain and what kind of agony you will be going through with Carson Wentz as your quarterback.
All right, dude. So listen, KJMccoy, let me tell you something about Carson Wentz, okay? Listen. All right,
I know all about Carson Wentz.
I'm going to give you my Carson Wentz speech. I'm going to give you my speech, okay? Listen. KJ, have you ever seen a ginger before?
Oh yeah. Charles. Yeah, Charles.
No, for sure. Now, have you ever seen a ginger-headed quarterback before, KJMccoy?
Yeah, yes, I have, and he freaking ruined our seasons.
All right. So now, KJ, let me ask you a question: Is Carson Wentz sucking in Philly? Is it the reason why? Like, do you guys suck? Like, let me ask you something.
What's up?
Let me call a timeout here. I thought I was getting interviewed today. I didn't know Nico was getting interviewed today.
That is true. Yeah, that is true.
I didn't know it was time for an interview Nico today.
Bro.
Oops. All right, there we go.
Yeah, it was supposed to have him.
Yeah,
I was like, wait a minute. When did it all start going with Nico with the speech? What is this?
Nico had to come in here and steal the show. He's like, you know what? Russell Westbrook this, Russell Westbrook everything.
I'm so sorry.
Okay,
and that's why the Lakers didn't make the playoffs this year.
Oh no, he's not. He's not a Lakers fan.
I know he's not a Lakers fan. It's OKC Thunder, which they didn't make the playoffs either.
Yeah, move back to Seattle already. All right, you know what?
Sorry,
move back to Seattle.
Completely.
But all right, let's let in a real person who actually watched the podcast. And Gabe, what's going on?
What up?
What up, Gabe? How you doing?
I'm doing good tonight. I'm doing good.
You got any questions for E?
Who do you think is the most underrated player that was drafted this year?
Wow,
That's a good question.
it's a good one. I mean, I'll go for my team here. I'm gonna go for my team here. I think one of the wide receiver from Texas Tech, Eric Easy is an underrated receiver. I feel in this year's draft. And if you're going for my team alone, if I had to say, because we're stacking wide receivers, yes. When you look at his film at Texas Tech, he looked phenomenal. Of course, he has some problems with his drop abilities, but
Right.
he can really step it up. Especially, I understand we have a stacked receiver core right now, but especially if he starts doing well in special teams and he eventually gets into that offense, he kind of reminds they brought him in. He kind of reminds me a little bit of Deebo Samuel, not entirely Deebo Samuel, of course, but the way that they used him in offense on Texas Tech offense,
Mm-hmm.
that will match the same offense as Mike McDaniel as well.
What
If I had
round?
to say.
What round did you get him in?
We got him in the 5th round, if I'm not mistaken. The 5th round,
Alright.
the 4th round. So it was a late mid-round pick. We also did get Tyndall, which that was a great pick. Channing Tyndall, that was another great pick by us. That's another underrated linebacker out of Georgia.
Do you think that your O line is going to be an issue this year again?
There's gonna be some few cracks in there, I feel. I mean, we did get in Teron Armstead. We even got the Cowboys Connor Williams, who created the most penalties.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's hopefully we can fix that. I don't know if we will or not. That's the wait and see. There's still be some cracks there and then. I mean, we still have Leon Eichenberg. We have Hunt there. We still have Hunt there, which is still one of the only great pieces that we have from last season alone. But there's going to be a couple of key fixes still there on offense. We'll improve a little bit better than last season, hopefully. But it's one of those wait and see because we don't know how long Armstead can stay healthy. He has health issues as well, if you think about it. So,
All right.
it's
Last
kind of like
question.
wait and season. But go ahead.
Last question. Who do you think is the most underrated team that's gonna sneak into the playoffs?
Ooh, that's a good question.
Ooh, good inch. That's a good one.
Yeah.
Because I'm looking at AFC, it's kind of tough. I want to go into the NFC. That's a good one.
It's not gonna be the Giants. I'll tell you that, Gabe.
No,
I know that. I know.
Listen.
We're
They
aware. We're aware. Our Giants. We know.
Daniel
I'm
Jones
just
is
saying, I'm
gone.
just saying.
Daniel Jones is gone.
Hey! Daniel Jones is in the same situation as Tua Tagovailoa.
I know. I did. Did I not say that? Did I not eventually
Yeah.
said that Tua and Hurts in the same topic at the same time? So I did mention
we
that.
are all in the
Listen,
same boat. We are
We're
all
all in the same boat together. The only difference is we got 2 first-round picks next year.
Yeah.
But to answer that question, it's actually a good one. I mean, the Saints. I've been hearing a lot of people been doubting the Saints a lot. I've been hearing a lot of doubting Saints. Everyone forgets they're gonna get James Winston back. They got a nice wide receiver core. They just signed Jarvis Landry, Chris Olive. They got a lot of key players. Hopefully, Michael Thomas can come back. He has been back in 2 years. We don't know how well he's going to be playing next year.
He's not going to be good.
Cam Jordan.
I don't know. It's like a wait and see. It's a wait and see for Michael Thomas. We don't know if he's even going to come back or how well he's going to be played. But if you think about it, everybody's been underrating the Saints right now, and I think that's a team that everyone's sleeping on. Should be in there.
All right. I like it. Well, thanks for having me on.
Wow, good job, E.
No
Good
problem,
job, Gabe. Thank you for coming on.
Thanks for having me on. I like what you guys are doing. Great episode, and I look for many more good episodes in the future.
Thank you, Gabe. We appreciate it.
All right, peace.
All right, we'll talk to you soon, man.
Yep, see ya.
Before we go to the next person, there's a comment. I don't know if you wanted to see it.
Which one? Is it We Sporting or is it?
No, the one above it. I don't know if you know this person or not. Certain lady.
Oh, that's my girl. That's Latasha.
Okay.
That's my girl. Yeah, that's my girl right there. What's up, baby? Yeah, she said don't forget to call her after this live.
Right, cool. You better, else you're gonna get.
Yeah, she's already gonna cuss. She's gonna cuss me out because I said her name. So she said her name. Yeah, I was wondering who are you talking about? I know. Preston asked a question there. Also said the NFL is about to get rid of the Pro Bowl, but that's actually a great topic.
Really?
They were just above a We Sport in there, which is Preston. It says NFL are talking about getting rid of the Pro Bowl, which I did hear about that. I think they should get rid of the Pro Bowl.
They should because it's pointless.
But
it's pointless.
They should keep the skills. I think the skills challenges in the Pro Bowl was entertaining to people at least. I mean, it won't bring as much viewership. unless they can add a little more key things. Maybe they add bench press into it, like they did back then. Remember bench presses?
Right. Yeah.
Or the quarterback challenge, where how far can the quarterback throw? It's another throwback to make it a little bit more spicy. Bring back some old things that used to be in the Pro Bowl skills challenge. Bring those back. Maybe you get some people in there for the challenges, because that's what they said about the NFL. They were like looking more skills challenges, trying to make it entertaining for whoever gets a Pro Bowl. I'm still gonna call it Pro Bowl by whenever they get rid of it this season. That's what I've been hearing from Ian Rappaport. But
Right.
I think that's what I'll feel, because the Pro Bowl it was hardly watched. I tried to watch that thing. That looked boring as hell.
It was
that was the
painful to
most.
watch. It was really painful to watch because the players don't seem like they just want to be in it, and it sucks because I know a person, and actually he's in our Discord chat, Austin. Shout out to Dynamic. He was there. It was Dynamic, or it was either Dynamic or it was.
Oh man, I felt bad. Anybody that paid tickets to watch that, I felt bad. I pray for
I
them.
was like, you wasted your freaking money on that because the players.
You're robbed.
Because honestly, the way I see it is the NFL players literally slap the fans right in the face, because there's fans who pay money right there and you don't tackle because you might get hurt or whatever.
It's not the same.
The season's already over.
Sorry,
at that
but
point.
you know what? It's just
the guaranteed contracts. The guaranteed contracts nowadays. It's not like the back then where you had to prove yourself to say, yeah, I'm the guy. I should belong in the NFL here. It's not like that anymore. It's now I got my contract, or I'm trying to work around my contract. I can't get hurt. If I get hurt, they're not gonna give me that contract. So we'll play touch football, like we're playing PE or like tackle or like backyard football, but playing touch football.
Actually, funny story. E, when the Pro Bowl was going on, I believe you were live for it, and I was there, and I could hear you like your what's it called, like your feelings and stuff, like how it's so boring and this is not worth it, and like.
Yeah, no, I ended that like real quick. Yeah, no, I just it was a waste of my time. It was like, and I was hyped. I was like, oh, good, the Pro Bowl, maybe you will see something different,
Yeah, no, I randomly just found a random dog show, and I decided, you know what, this is much more entertaining than freaking watching a bunch of NFL players not tackle. So you know what?
Oh my God!
I'll watch a corgi jump over a hoop. You know what?
Watch the doggy Super Bowl or whatever.
I'd rather watch the Puppy Bowl than watch the Pro Bowl. I'll tell you that much.
Exactly.
That's how much it be.
All right, we're gonna let in a couple more people, but then we'll let you go talk to your girl and everything.
No, it's all good. If anybody has any more questions, I'll let it rip.
All right, let's let in the boy. I mean, the man, the myth, the legend himself, JJ. What's going?
Wow,
his chair.
Nowhere is. Oh,
there he is. There he is. The New York legend.
Yo, what's
there you
up?
are.
What's going on, JJ?
What's going on, E?
What's going on? How are you, man?
Doing good. I didn't even know I was on. I was literally just on Discord. Anyway.
He's like, oh, we live? Oh, we live now? All right, man. All right, go ahead.
We're live. All right, I got a couple questions for you.
All right, go ahead.
Question number 1. Is it unlikely to say the Rams can go back-to-back?
It's a possibility.
Okay, second question. Do you think the Miami Marlins will be good in a few years?
It's debatable. I mean, if you have Alex Rodriguez, it was Alex Rodriguez that stepped down, and he didn't believe in our players there and the staff and all that. We'll see.
No, it was Jeter.
It was Jeter. I always get confused with which Yankee it is. It's either Alex or I think of J-Lo, and then I think of Derek Jeter. So I guess I don't know. Too many Yankees down here. Listen, you hear that too many times. Okay, but yeah, I mean, it could happen, but it's a wait and see. I mean, it was a miracle the Marlins even made the playoffs a few years back during the pandemic. So that was a shocker there. So
okay, next question. Do you think Donovan Mitchell is going to go to the Knicks?
I don't know. Are you New York Knicks fans? Is that why you're saying this?
He is
New York, Newburgh, New York, born and raised. Knicks, Mets, Rangers, who won 4-1 today. I'll take that.
And God knows why he's a Rams fan.
Steven Jackson. That's why.
Steven Jackson. I mean, Donovan Mitchell. I mean, if they trade him out there, I mean, he's a star, but I don't know if he's an all like a great player. He's a good player, but can he be that great player?
All right, 2 more questions for you. Next question, is Nico the best Dolphins fan on TikTok?
No, I agree 100%.
Elite takes, yeah.
I would say that he was elite takes. That's
yeah.
I
I'd
remember.
love to do a podcast with him. He sounds like
No, he knows his stuff. He knows his stuff, man.
I'd love to talk.
There's some things that I know I need to improve on, but he knows his stuff. I'll give him the kudos. He's definitely the crown of Dolphins content, no question
You could
about
set
it.
me up to like have a nice football talk with him. I very appreciate that. And last question: when's your next John Quinones video?
Oh yeah,
y'all been loving that one. Y'all been loving. Hey, I've been. Listen, I know a lot of people been loving that one. I know I just did the Warriors and the Mavericks one today. Actually.
Wait, what was the other series that you did? It was the one where, like you said, the Giants beat the Jets in 2021. The Jets.
Oh, that
bring
one.
that series back, please.
Man, everyone got no. I still, it's crazy. I still have a couple of drafts from other series. I actually brought the Men Only Have 4 Moves. That's the third time I actually brought that back, actually. Fun fact.
Oh, God.
That's a fun fact, actually. It's a fun fact. I actually brought that. This is the third time. The first time was way back in 2021 before it even popped off. And then during the football season and now. I just kind of test the waters because I still had a couple in my drafts. And I was like, and when I posted a draft on the NFL draft one, what I did for, what was it? Mel Kiper. There we go. The Mel Kiper video. When I put that on draft day,
that was
everybody was liking that again. So I was like, you know what? Maybe I can bring this back. So especially right now, you're trying to figure out content and it's the off season.
Man.
But the only thing that's kind of keeping me afloat right now is also the NBA playoffs.
Yeah, you're a Miami Marlins fan, correct?
Oh, 100%. I even have an outfit.
You seem like a perfect guy to ask this. KJ, shut your mouth because I want to hear your input on this.
Hey, whoa.
Hey, I'll try my best. My input with baseball.
You know what?
Ethan, are the Mets going to Met this season?
Are they gonna make it?
Are
to
they
the
gonna
playoffs?
collapse like they do every year? I don't know if you can tell I'm a diehard Met fan.
Yeah, I know you're a diehard Met fan.
Yeah,
So listen,
me too.
I had a friend that was a Mets fan. Always talk crap about me every time with the Jets, the Mets, and even when they choked in that World Series.
I love going to Miami. I love going to the Marlins Park to watch a Mets game because the place.
They're cheap prices, and you can get to see your Mets. Good prices. No one goes to that game.
Yeah, by the way, before I go, I don't think KJ knows, but when I went to a Nationals Marlins game, I actually caught a foul ball off Bryce Harper.
Nice.
Really?
Yeah, I could tell you a little bit about that later tonight. I could actually find the ball. It's upstairs. I might go get it.
Nice.
Sounds good. Maybe you can find that signed Georgetown ball from Allen Iverson.
To answer that, John Quinios, I'm not too sure if I'll do one for the NBA Finals. I'll do that one. I'll do one for the NBA Finals. I don't know if there's any other ideas. I just can't really think of any right now in my top of my head because I think I already went through everything really that I can think of.
Sounds
unless someone can give me an idea and just throw it out there, and then maybe I'll come up with
a deal or no deal kind of thing. I don't know.
I've been thinking of doing one when I'm driving, so we'll see. I'm thinking ideas. That's a part of my creativity. I just kind of create ideas.
Yeah, I could tell. All right, thanks for your time. God bless. Rangers in 7.
God bless. Take care,
God
JJ.
bless.
See you, JJ. All right, we're gonna add
TMG. Get your ass in here.
Yo, tell me why Donovan Mitchell's not going to the Knicks. Don't miss your daddy RJ and daddy Mitchell.
Oh, God.
What's with the Knicks, man, with Mitchell? Y'all not loving John Randall no more?
Listen. I already got the inside. We're getting Donovan and daddy Mitchell.
What is this? It's just like if you guys gonna get Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving all over again.
And Zion, right?
You know what? F the Nets. Nets are
Don't worry, the Nets didn't go too far either. It's okay.
Right.
Yeah, Nets are ass. So.
Yeah,
better than the Knicks.
I agree on that. Freaking hate the Nets.
Yeah, the Nets suck.
Yeah, that's right.
Go ahead, TNG. Come on.
Yeah. So this was long ago, but how do you feel about the Knicks? I mean, the Heat belonging 20+ point lead, and the Knicks coming back and winning that game.
I knew he was going to ask that.
I'm talking about irrelevant game from the regular season that doesn't really matter. One loss. Congratulations. Here's your championship. Here's your play-in tournament championship right there. Don't worry. People been calling me Trae Young, so maybe I'm the evil person that made you guys lose in that series last season. So listen, everybody's been calling me Trae Young with his outlook. So
that guy. We're on live, so yeah.
I already know the Knicks fans love Trae Young, right?
Huh?
I knew that was gonna happen.
We know Russell Westbrook owns Miami.
Westbrook couldn't do nothing. They didn't beat us in the finals. Last time I checked, LeBron beat in the finals. That's why he doesn't have no ring. That's why Nico can't say he has a ring anyway. So
Westbrook going to Miami, but hey, anyway, I was gonna ask you a question, and I mean,
go ahead, ask the question.
Did you always have to like second thoughts when you were doing like TikTok? You'd be like, like when you were like looking at other people like saying having beefs, were you like second guessing yourself?
Like second guessing, on my content wise.
Yeah, your content, yeah. When like saying you were looking at other accounts, they were having like trolls or something. Did you like second guess yourself?
You're gonna get hate comments. There's no question about it. You get good and hate comments. You just gotta expect that. Now if you're asking also if like do you get despised when you look at other people's content? Sometimes I do. I'm not gonna lie. I look at some content and I'm like, damn, they're so successful at that. Like, how come I can't be that successful like that? But then again, I kind of just remember, like, listen, they're better at talking about this. I'm better at interacting with people and showing it in a fun way, instead of giving you the stats. I can bring up stats when I need to, but I like giving entertainment there as well because you don't see that a lot other than like maybe like Watts World, with shout outs to him also, who does great content as well. I know I said we hooping, which I know everyone went off on my ass because I said we hooping for love of God. But listen, you got can't complain about that. I'd be surprised if that's actually the real hooping. I mean, I know he's not there, but those are just prime examples, and you just gotta be confident. You can't be afraid. Listen, like there was one point you never saw my face ever. Like no one knew what I looked like. I was like where you were at TMG, where you just kind of just post like just regular highlights, just voiceovers.
Yeah, I used to do that before, and then I used to do the in-game reaction. Like, yeah. I mean,
you just experiment. You gotta experiment with things. That's why I do. You gotta experiment. What works? What doesn't work? What works in this platform? What also works on this platform? Also, another key thing. Things you put on TikTok, you can also put that on YouTube in your YouTube channel as well. You can put that in shorts.
Yeah,
that's really? Because, for example, my YouTube channel right now, it went from, let's say, 300, 400, where it was. Now I'm at 654 since I've been putting a lot of my TikTok stuff and putting in shorts, and especially the NFL draft one went off too. That's another key thing because TikTok, for example, when you finally get to 10K, let's say, that's when they'll still give you money, right? But the key to that is you have to have like back-to-back bangers of videos,
Oh,
that's really the key thing because let's say for example you got 1,000 views, for example. This is a prime example. You won't get really too much money there. You get maybe 70 cents, 60 cents, not a lot of money.
Yeah.
Now you get a couple of bangers there, like there. You might get a good chunk of change, like $4, $10. I think the most I've ever got maybe it was like $20-something.
Ooh,
one day, which I was during that November-December month, which I was truly blessed with, because I again still never thought I would make any type of money on social media at all, Right. But that's just any tips when you do those TikTok creator fun. Just know what you're expecting. Don't expect like you're gonna get this big amount just because you have that much. So that's probably why you see people try to build up their YouTube channels up, their Twitch channels up as well. Maybe that's probably why you see people put their Cash App out there. I mean, I don't put my Cash App out there. I don't want to be hungry friendly. Hey, give me some money, please. Like, if you enjoy it, I appreciate it. That's all that matters. As long as you enjoy it, you don't have to give me money. If you feel like you want to donate, you can. But at the end of the day, as long as the interaction goes, that's the main key. Because if you're just thinking about money all the damn time, it's like it can go somewhere, but you will have the wrong mindset to it.
Right.
Especially I didn't see a lot of people doing the in-game reactions, especially like especially I'm not gonna say, but especially going up the level. So
it's a grind. I'll tell you that it's a grind. It's not easy. It's not easy to come up with 5 to 6 contents like each day. That's the most toughest part. I know I've been busy too. I have busy.
Especially
everyone ever has busy lives.
When I posted on YouTube, I'm getting like hella subscribers, so it's good. So
it's just it'd be a hustle, man. It's a hustle. You gotta come up with a lot of stuff, and it's like you gotta figure it out and there's a lot of sacrifices. I mean, I do go out at times. Not like I stay here all the time. I know I do work from home now, but sometimes you just gotta go out. Get some fresh air because the hustle's real. If you really want it, the hustle's real.
Yeah, you have your own life to live too. So.
I love to say Daddy RJ, like and making it so.
Oh my god, I'm just laughing because I keep hearing this too much.
Yeah, he says it all the time in Discord. In our Discord, it's all he says.
When you know that, especially when football season comes, saying Saquon Barkley.
Oh my goodness!
If only Saquon Barkley can come back.
Yeah,
but right now he's being like Christian McCaffrey now.
Daddy Barkley's gonna be. He's good.
You hope. I mean, you guys got some offensive line there. You got a little bit of offensive line.
Daniel Jones' ass. I mean, Dak. He's all right. I mean, Carson, he's all right. Jalen Hurts. I mean, Daniel Jones is better than him, but it's all right.
we'll just skip over that part, but yeah. KJ's like, yeah, enough with TNG already.
All right.
Yeah. All right, TMGF. That'll end it there with that comment.
I appreciate it. I appreciate the question, CNG. Appreciate you.
I love you. I mean, thank you. You're a good guy. Always love your content. And RJ Barrett and Russell Westbrook is top 10. Let's go.
He's been paid by Nico.
Yeah, he has been paid. All right, let's see if this is real. I don't think this is, but
that's not.
Wait, open. You there, buddy?
Ravens on top.
Yeah, you already know that. Sorry.
Yeah, that's fake.
Kind of sound like him a little bit. Wait, what?
Lamar's top 10.
Oh, Lamar's top 10. Okay.
Man, I didn't know you sound like a troll under the bridge. Damn. I thought you had a high-pitched voice. I'm sorry.
Are we sure this isn't James, Matt's friend, Matt Bear's friend? Are we sure this isn't James in disguise? James, is this you?
I think I know who this is.
Lamar's top 10.
He sounds like that character. I forgot what movie he's from. It's like Precious.
Lord of the Rings.
He sounds like that right now.
Gollum.
Yeah, he sounds like that right now. I'm sorry. Listen.
Yeah, he's like Lamar.
Listen, you bring the goofiest shit here. Listen, I'm sorry I cussed there, but listen, I'll bring it right back. I'll bring it right back. Don't worry.
Hey, E, I'm sorry if I've.
Hey, is there any more people in the back room?
There's one more. And that's it, and we'll call it a night. But here,
all right, let's get one more.
Here they are. Minnie, what's up?
Yo.
It's Minnie. What's up, man?
What's up? Nothing much.
I hear an echo.
Oh.
You got an echo, Minnie.
Yeah, there's an echo.
He's fixing.
Is it an echo now?
Echo.
Okay now?
Yeah, still an echo.
Oh.
Echo. I hate that.
Location.
I don't like the echoes.
Oh my God! Come on, Minnie. You had this much time.
So, E, I got a question for you. So, I'm thinking,
Come on, Minnie. You had all this time.
What did y'all think about getting Tyreek Hill? I think it was pretty good for the Dolphins because they need a better wide receiver than Waddle.
Yeah, I'll answer that. Hey, Minnie, me real quick so I can answer. There you go. That's better. No, just so I can answer it real clearly so people can hear. What I thought about Tyreek Hill, I'll explain it one more time. Once again, I love the move by Tyreek Hill, 100%. I think that's what we needed. We struggled with the ability to catch last season. We were dead last year. Yeah, we had Waddle last year. Everyone's saying, "But you guys have Waddle. Come on now." But then again, if you add Tyreek Hill to that mix, we had to trade away to Devontae Parker, especially when we get Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle, Cedric Wilson. There's no way you can have Devontae Parker as the fourth guy, so you had to let him go as well. But it's gonna be a great duel for us. Well, we'll see how it does on paper, but we shall see, Minnie.
I think Tyreek should be a punt returner if Tua doesn't really throw that much to Tyreek. I can see him return as a punt returner.
I mean, I can see that. Minnie, mute real quick. Yeah, Minnie. Every time you ask a question, just mute your mic right after, just so it doesn't echo too much. I don't think that echo has been working. But no, but just answer the question though. The punt returns. I mean, I still see Jalen Wall punting, returning. I mean, we'll probably see some rookies there at punt return. We've seen a glimpse of Javon Holland also punt returns, kickoff returns as well. So we've seen a glimpse of those, and maybe some rookie like Eric, like I mentioned, Eric Easy right there. Oh, he left. But that's just a prime example. Just to answer Minnie's question there as well.
I think I don't know where he went.
No, I was just telling him because the audio was kind of echoing in the background, so I could just you accidentally left. That's what happened.
Yeah, he
No. Just so every time Minnie asked a question, because it was kind of echoing too much. I didn't want it just so I don't have to hear myself talk at the same time. It's kind of it was kind of echoing too much, and it will probably annoy people when they try to hear me talk.
Yeah, fair enough.
So I mean, whenever he comes back, I know he's gonna try to come back before any of this. But
is he gonna try coming back or?
Yeah, he's gonna try. He said he accidentally left. I mean, he's gonna try to come back here.
Oh, there he is.
Oh, he's coming back there.
Let's see if he fixes mic.
I mean, hopefully Nico sends me a message because man, he talks all that smoke and he doesn't text me back.
Yeah, right. KJ's muted.
I even called him too, and he never answered me. So that says it. Manny, you there?
Sí.
Sí, señores.
Is it echoing?
Go ahead.
Is it echoing?
Yeah.
Yeah, bad.
Oh. Let me go to a different room.
Yeah, that's fine, man. Okay, since we were gonna wait for on him then. Is there any more questions for you guys, KJ, Austin? You want to ask me? If any more important, you want to ask any advice, something like that?
I think we pretty much touched everything that we wanted to accomplish.
Yeah, I think.
Okay, now.
A little bit. But just ask your question and read it afterwards.
So we don't talk about Game 4.
We don't talk about bro.
Jimmy Butler fucked up.
Jimmy Buckets was more like Jimmy Lamets. Jimmy L.
So, I think I can possibly see the Dolphins get the number 2 seed in the AFC East.
Oh, East. Okay. You caught me there. By the way, Minnie, real quick. There we go. Just so I can hear myself. Just so I can hear myself real quick. No. I actually got me off guard. I was like, wait a minute. Second in the conference. I'm like, damn. I mean, I like the confidence there, but I'm like, okay. But East, it's gonna be interesting. I mean, the Patriots. I didn't like how the Patriots their draft this year and free agency. I really didn't like it too much. I mean, questionable picks by Bill Belichick there. That's why I have him third in division. I can still see Miami in the second. I mean, the only way Miami gets the first division if we can beat Buffalo. Only way. Just saying.
I feel like you guys would need to sweep them.
I mean, or split them because if we can split, at least a split, and if we can dominate the Patriots and Jets, then we have a chance.
Yeah.
That's the only logistic way we can be like number 1 in the AFC East. But right now, the Bills are ready to win right now. They're ready to win for the Super Bowl. Trust me. I know the AFC's stacked. I know everyone's like, well, there's still other teams, but the Bills are hungry and they're looking to win.
Exactly.
Especially the Doinks, but we don't talk about Doinks though. So it's about Bears fans. I know you watched that game, KJ, so you know what I'm talking about.
I went insane.
I know you went insane. I know Bears fans probably had too many nightmares. But Minnie, go ahead.
I can see Devontae improve in Las Vegas.
Devontae Smith?
Adams. I think he's
Adams.
Yes.
Okay. You might. Okay, there we go. Devontae Adams. Digressing. You say digressing. So, I mean, the only reason why I'll probably say that is because you look around the Raiders squad. Of course, you got Derek Carr and Devontae Adams were teammates in college for Fresno State. You still got to look at Hunter Renfrow that's in the wide receiver position and Darren Waller as well at the tight end position. I can understand why people are saying he will digress. I mean, he's not going to be as like with Aaron Rodgers, but he'll still make Derek Carr a good quarterback. I even have him as a dark horse. Derek Carr as a dark horse for MVP. I have him as a dark horse. If Derek Carr can actually bring Devontae Adams, yeah, they have a nice team right there, and Josh Jacobs. It's a great team there, and especially Derek Carr. Everybody keeps talking about him early in the season. Well, he could be MVP, Derek Carr, MVP. Listen, if he brings that team and wins the division, Carr has to be unanimous MVP. If he brings it there, of course. If he
He's
keeps
got to
his
bring back the
performance up.
connection with Devontae Adams, that Fresno State connection.
It has to be that Fresno State connection. That's all I will say there.
Yeah.
But it would be interesting. That's one of my MVPs for this year, but that's a dark horse. If I had to say a dark horse MVP.
Dark horse.
Of course, but my MVP, my early MVP will be Josh Allen. Because I think Josh Allen has a chance to be an MVP. I understand people will be like, I mean, it's expectable, but I see it. Unless he starts struggling like games like Jacksonville, where you shouldn't lose. Jacksonville, I'm having 6-3. So, again, we'll see. Go ahead, Minnie.
One more question.
Manny.
Do you think the Buccaneers will make to the Super Bowl this year?
Yes.
Okay. Do you think we're gonna make to the finals next year?
The Suns?
Yes.
No.
Oh, I hate you, E.
I'm sorry. Listen. Chris Paul is aging. You can't lie. Chris Paul is aging.
Oh.
Devin Booker disappeared in Game 7 in the Mavericks. There should be no reason for that, especially the crucial Game 7. I understand maybe Game 4, Game 3, which is still unacceptable at all. Listen, I understand the Heat was horrible last night. Trust me. The Heat was horrible. But at least we didn't get blown the hell off out of the earth like that in Game 7, But especially when a do or die scenario like that, it's tough, especially when you have DeAndre Ayton as a free agent. You don't know if he's going to re-sign with you guys or not. You got to remember that. DeAndre Ayton is a free agent.
Oh, I forgot about that.
I mean, true.
I don't like DeAndre Ayton. Austin knows why.
I don't think Aiden's gonna resign with us, but if he does, then that will be perfect. But Aiden played like shit in Game 7.
Yeah, he is. I don't like him at all.
I'll say it.
The only problem about us in Game 7 is that we keep trying to make threes. Like I keep saying this, stop making fucking threes, and then they just leave them wide open.
Okay, there we go. Just the way the performance there, it just looked like the Suns weren't there. Chris Paul was absent only at 1 point in the first 3 quarters alone. That's unacceptable. I understand he's aging, but when in Game 7, do or die, you're tied 3-3. There's no question there. Devin Booker was getting criticized a lot more as well because he only had 11 points, and that was especially he's supposed to be that guy that's supposed to be the next guy up. That's supposed to lead this guy alone. So that and then the Mavericks was going off. Luka, everybody was getting threes back to back. They were just all going way off. Even the Mavericks are probably getting swept right now. But
we're losing 62-47. My Warriors.
Oh well, then don't worry. The Warriors will catch up. It's okay. Well, what quarter is it?
It's halftime.
Oh, okay. They'll catch up. Anyways,
Mavericks are good for choking, so.
Oh, they'll catch up. It's okay. Anyways,
hey, it's Dallas. It makes sense.
I mean, Dallas had a good lead, 73-59. What happened?
Yeah, exactly.
I understand it's 20 points, but what happened?
We showed them up.
I mean, I don't want to hear it. Until the last buzzer hits, I don't want to hear it.
Exactly.
So
I'm not worried.
But again, if DeAndre Ayton leaves, Suns ain't going nowhere next season. I don't care. I understand Chris Paul. I know he's going to be there for another few years, but he's just aging, man. And it's shown in the playoffs. It's shown, especially the New Orleans Pelican series. It really showed. The Suns really had a terrible time playing against the Pelicans, which should have been
barely beat the Pelicans.
It should have been a sweep or a 5-game series. That's really how it's put.
We could have swept the Pelicans. We had an amazing season, but we just fell off.
No, I mean, at near the end, when you rather struggle during the season than in the playoffs, and everyone have your worst time to start showing your bad side, especially Chris Paul. Chris Paul had some inconsistent games. Yeah, we don't talk about the Sixers there. They didn't go that far. Trust the process. They've been trusting the process too long now.
I'm not trusting anything anymore.
Chris Paul,
nothing.
Who was very inconsistent, had one bad game, one great game, bad game, great game, bad game, great game to find winner.
True, what about Harden. Sometimes he can be good. Sometimes he can be bad.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. That was the last question, Vinny. There. Thank you for joining in, man.
Well, that does it for me. Hopefully, y'all have a good night.
You too, Minnie. Thanks for joining in, man.
Take care.
All right, you too.
All
right,
KJ, you can want me to say my part, and then you can say yours.
Yeah, go for it, Austin.
I just want to say thank you, everyone who came out tonight, showed up. It was a blast. Thank you, E on the mic, for showing up. It was a pleasure having you. It was awesome. We definitely got to do this again, for sure.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
I appreciate you.
Anytime. Anything for the Dolphins, Heat, anything specific, or you want to talk about NFL, NBA, we'll talk about it.
Mm-hmm.
I'll give you my best take on it.
So, yeah, to piggyback on what Austin said, yeah, thank you guys for joining in. If you came from E's channel, I really appreciate you guys joining in to just see what we're all about. And if you want, you can subscribe or you can follow us on TikTok.
Our socials are below, too.
Yeah, our socials are below. But, yeah, we really appreciate you guys joining in. And it was a great podcast for sure. Thank you, E, for joining in. And
no problem. Let me just get a few shout outs right here. Shout out to everybody that came from the live earlier today. I want to shout y'all there. I see all your comments there. Fiend, yes, I know about Football Fusion. Yes, I'm making those comebacks. I know I made a comeback on Friday, so don't worry. I did mention it for you. And just so where you can find me, if anybody doesn't know who I am, just to know where to find me at. We'll be on TikTok, Instagram, on Twitter. I'm also on YouTube as well. And hopefully I will get back to the podcast game, but it should be all E on the mics. The only difference will be either Twitter. It will be Twitter. Yeah, it'll be different, but it'll be the same thing, E on the mic. But everything else will be E on the mic.
All right. I think that will do it. Well, thank you guys for joining in, and stay safe and have a great rest of your week.
Take care, guys.
Thanks, everyone. Have a good one.
See you guys.
Peace.